Okay guys, I was asked about my Glock, how I have mine set up personally, so I'm going to go ahead and show that. I want to say, first off, thank you to those of you back to the channel. Thank you for my Patreon support, and thank you for the subs. If you haven't subbed me yet, sub me, guys. But that's really what makes this possible. That's why I keep going. As you know, I quit doing this a while back. Those of you who followed me for a while, I quit for about a year and a half, a couple years back. And I just still get questions and, jump back in there and start answering people's questions on my old videos. And then I'm like, you know what, let me get back into this. And here I am. Again, that's what makes it possible, because people, watch the videos, they like them, they comment, right? And basically that's allowed me to get this camera and tripod and stuff like this to test out. So those of you who can and want, follow me on Patreon, and the rest of you just stick around and sub me and watch these videos. But anyway, to answer the question, I have a Glock 17, and I'll go over some of this. It's got a dummy around in it right now, but I'll go over what I've done to it. There is no right or wrong. It's just, what you like. This light, I haven't had it very long on here, just a couple months. Maybe 3 months actually, but I mean, I've took it to the range. It works out pretty well. It was about 30 something bucks, if I remember correctly, for the combination light and laser, and 300 lumen light, not bad, that'll work out, especially at night. And it does have a little laser on there, and I was just testing them out. It's actually pretty accurate. I mean, it didn't lose zero. There's been some that you blast them or something, and they lose their, they just get thrown off. But this actually held up, so I just want to see how it works. I have it on there for now, and I'm going to leave it on there for now. There'll be some guys out there, oh man, you should have got yourself a Viridian or something else. Or, hey, there's this light with a knife on there, and it's going to cost you 450 bucks. Why don't you spend that time instead of getting another gun or something like that? Get this cool name brand. See, me, I'm always looking for a budget option, right? Something that, of course, you're looking for the best value for the least amount of money, which, it's kind of like an oxymoron or something. You're not going to really find it. But every now and then, you can be pleasantly surprised. I mean, we're not reinventing the wheel here. It's a laser and a light, right? It shouldn't be 400 something bucks. You can buy another gun for something like that, right? Put a gun in some family member of yours hand, man, right? And that's a lot of ammo too. So for 30 something bucks, man, I'd go with this. Also, what I've done, of course, a backstrap, nothing fancy on that. It's just, me and mine, we dress our Glocks up pretty similar. So besides the beavertail on mine, they look pretty much the same. So I just did that to identify it. That's the flag I used to carry, the old Gaston flag down to the Capitol. Remember during the protest? So that was me down there. That's why I chose this. Brother got the Gonzalez come and take it, and Anyway, but yeah, we all have different back straps. Not a necessity, but hey, you know, it's solid steel instead of the flimsy. It's like a polymer and a little metal frame in there on the original. So what the heck? Why not? It's not going to add weight to it. When I first got this thing, I remember I dropped it and it hit the sights. One of the sights chipped on the, I think it was the front sight, chipped on the bottom of the safe. So I'm like, okay, I can't use Glock sights for shit anyway. So I got these Trijicon 3-dot sights. They're not night sights. I mean, to each their own. But for me, personally, you know, I'm not gonna take the time aiming at night if somebody's in my house. You know what I'm saying? I know what direction I'm holding the gun, and it's my place. This is my place. Right? Somebody walks around, I can see their outline, their image. I know if that's my wife or my daughter or if it's not. So, you know what I mean? It's going in that direction. Hey man, don't move. Right? Be like the old Josie Wales, man. You better move so slow I can count the hairs on that hand. Right? Or he's going to weigh a little bit more with some lead. But anyway, that's the sights that I put on there, and they're not night sights. They're just good, you know, good iron sights like you'd have on a 1911 or something, which is basically, I guess, kind of the. I had a 1911 so long, and I'm so used to it. That's why I put this beavertail that came on the new Gen 4s. I like a good grip on that sucker, and that helps. You know, not going to get bit either by the slide. Pretty rare, but it can happen, especially if you got gloves on. Then it's better to have the little beavertail on there. And I'll leave links in the description bar to all this stuff here. Now, on the side here, you can see that I got the extended magazine release. Man, that is probably the best upgrade you can do to this gun, right? Is this little beavertail. The other one's kind of a pain in the behind. But this little pyramid, the same thing with gloves. Man, you can easily engage that sucker. I put a extended magazine release, you know, for my sausage fingers here, right? So I don't have any issue. Before I had to hop the gun a little bit. Now it's not that big of a deal. I can feel, you know, pressing the other side of my hand. So those two, you know, you can get them pretty cheap, pretty easy to do, right? And I like them personally, especially, you know, you got a guy, smaller hands, you know. Shit, everything I wear, shirts and all medium size. So, you know, I'm not a huge guy, so I like this this little bit here, and this makes it just easier no matter who you are, man. That makes it easier. Now, inside, and you're not behind the camera. You're not there. You're behind the camera. Don't forget. I mean, you're not standing there. You're actually in your home. So don't give me no crap. But anyway, if you see here, I have this little button, and that button allows me to put a Gen 3 magazine spring in this Gen 4. Now some people will wonder, why in the hell did you take a Gen 4 and put a Gen 3 spring in it? Well, you know, and also it's a steel, a stainless steel recoil spring in there. But my thoughts are, if I change that little switch out, the little part there, and put that little button, then I can use Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 springs. If I pop off that little button, I can use Gen 4 springs. So that's at least, you know, cuts down that issue right away, right? If I get my hands on another one, I can just throw it in there. And it doesn't matter what gen, I'm good to go. And, you know, just in case, man. So that's pretty much it that I can think of. That's all I've done. But, you know, that's the way I like it. And just in the magazine, you can see I've did a video on this. You can look it up if you want, on how to paint the magazine. I just think that looks cooler, and I like that, you know. Personally, I just like the way they stand out. Otherwise, you're really gonna, you know, you really have to pay attention there. Sometimes here, you just look, okay, I got this much left. I mean, just super quick, super easy. It's more convenient. I like that. But anyway, that's what I've done. Like I said, this slide here, so far I'm happy with it. It's supposed to be made of, what is it, aircraft aluminum, I believe. And like I said, pretty bright. And, you know, so far it's held 0. The light doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it's, you know, it's a flashlight, man. So I like that. That's good enough. The laser I was impressed with. So far, it's been accurate. It's been held 0. I guess me, it really depends if I'm accurate or not, but it's held at 0. It hadn't been thrown off yet. So I've took it to the range twice. You know, gave it some good days. So yeah, so far so good. I like it. So if you like any of those modifications, I mean, don't, you know, you're gonna probably make yours exactly like this, but I'm gonna leave the links in the description bar. See if there's anything on there that you like, you know, that you want to do to your own Glock if you have it. But anyway, I hope that answers the question. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Patreon. I got a little project I'm working on there. And, yeah, we'll see how that turns out.